I'm getting high, young and playing PS5. Rather count a stack, please don't kill my vibe. Inhale the smoke, I'ma blow it in the sky. Cause I'm all about my bread, ciabatta. All about my bread, ciabatta. All about my bread, ciabatta. All about my bread, ciabatta.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Ciabatta, the only sports podcast that is all about its bread, ciabatta. As always, you have your host, Lo. To my left, Dre. Right, YVK. Dylon. Week 7 preview, but let's recap our Week 6 ciabatta picks real quick. Dre, how'd you do on your ciabattas?
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't do too good, man. I went 1 and 2. I believe I had, I know my first ciabatta, well, the winner was the Patriots. And then, yeah, sweatshirt, Belichick showed up. And then I had the 49ers. I kind of guaranteed that. You were right. Dylon was right. Falcons did it again. And then I had the Packers. The Jets did it. They cheated.
They cheated like a
They cheated.
And they got the first down.
YVK, how'd you do on your ciabatta?
Oh, man. Last week I went 1 and 2 as well. The only solely winner I had was the Eagles, smacked on the Cowboys. Told you about that. I lost on the Brownies at home. The mighty Skid March lost to the Patriots. And then I had the Saints. All I needed was a +3, and they killed me on that last touchdown.
Joe Burrow back in the
Hey, but we got him on
Joe.
on the tease though, right?
Of
We got him on
course,
the tease.
teasers.
They teased it like a motherfucker.
Dylon, how was your ciabatta?
You know, it was real close to a perfect ciabatta spread right here. I had the Commanders, which
Commandos.
people laughed at me. You know, people laughed at me for Bengals. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed at myself for Cardinals because that was felt like a pretty trash pick. I know it did us both in for a 3-0 week, but Atlanta showed up. Showed up in the best way, +197. That was a big moneymaker.
Nice money line.
That was a fat one.
Yeah, shout out to anybody who had Atlanta money line there. The millionaire had a tough week, 1 and 2. His winner was Atlanta. He rolled with the smart boys, 6-0 now against the spread. He lost on the Bucks and the Jags. Our glasses are here to stay. We're 2-1 on ciabatta after going 0-3. We had the Vikings and 2 Redbirds. Vikings covered down in Miami. Atlanta, obviously, we've said a million times. We're going to say it a million more, 6-0 against the spread. And then the Cardinals lost me that last one up in Seattle. They might be a bad team, but let's get right into that because that's our first game Thursday night.
Let's get it.
You got New Orleans going out to the desert, taking on the Cardinals. Both teams are 2-4. Arizona's favored by 2, over/under 44. Dylon, what are you thinking?
Truthfully, I think the Cardinals are going to bounce back. I know we were talking a little bit before the show, and you were listing off some of these crazy stats for the Saints. And honestly, my numbers are showing that the Cardinals might pull it out. I kind of like the over this week. This seems kind of like one of those fun games to watch.
Absolutely. I'll jump on that real quick. So both these teams are giving up a lot of points. The Saints are 4th in the league in points allowed. Cardinals are 10th. So obviously that's an over. That's an over for him. That's an over for me.
Right.
Gentlemen, is that an over for you as well?
It's tough because these primetime games, these Thursday nights, been low
unders
scoring
have
on
been
Prime on
Can't count on
Jeff Bezos' channel.
fucking Prime.
Shout out to Amazon
Worst.
Prime.
Oh,
Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, if I had to play, I would take the over with you.
All right. And about the game, about the spread.
The side, I gotta take the home team. I know they're last.
Redbirds.
They're 0-8 at home. Last 8, they're 0-8.
Got to change sometime.
It's got to change this week against the Saints. They got a lot of injuries.
Yep.
Secondary is looking trash. So D-Hop's coming back for the Cardinals.
Absolutely, Dre.
So I got
Where
to
you
take the
on?
Cardinals.
I'm actually gonna go the other way on that one. I'm actually gonna take
dat?
this as as one of my ciabatta picks.
Oh, wow.
The Saints money line. I love to
Okay.
take teams that are solo games. Most of the time the underdogs hit. I mean, I feel like I like the Saints just because they're one of those wild card teams. You don't know who they're gonna put on the field. You know what I'm saying? They got 3 quarterbacks, so I actually like the Saints for the money line. Ciabatta.
Okay, all
Let's
right.
go.
Going against the grain here because I got Redbirds in the over.
Nice.
Moving on to the next game, Atlanta Falcons at Cincinnati Bengals. We've fucking shouted it from the rooftop. 6-0 against the spread.
Big spread this
Taking
week.
on the Cincinnati Bengals, favored 6.5. Over-unders 47.5. I want to start it like this. Is anybody taking the Bengals?
No.
No.
I'm not going against that train at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting hit by a head-on collision.
I object.
Rise up.
He's rising up.
I got
No.
only reason I'm taking the Bengals is because of this spread. For some reason, okay, I agree with you with the Falcons. They've been covering, they've been doing everything they're supposed to been do. You know what I'm saying? But you look at the Cincinnati Bengals, they 6-5, and it's like they should be -2, man. So the spread, Daddy Vegas is telling us something. Take that spread and hammer it, man.
I'm in agreement with you there because it is like for a team that everybody knows now is undefeated against the spread to
Right.
be getting damn near 7 points.
Yeah.
It is a little.
It should damn near be a pick'em.
If it ain't broke, don't break
Don't
it.
break it.
If it ain't broke, don't break it.
Now, in terms of the over/under, I want to tell you this: the Cincinnati Bengals games are 5-1 unders. I'm taking all the signs. I'm taking the fucking Atlanta Falcons 6-0 against the spread, and I'm taking Cincinnati Bengal games under.
Yeah.
You taking that money
I like
line too?
that.
I'm not taking the Falcons money line. I think the Falcons are a good team, and quite frankly, I'm not quite sure how they're covering all these games. They have a fight. They're running the ball. They do run the ball effectively. So, but no, I'm not taking the money line.
Falcons plus 215. Yeah. I would take the Falcons with the spread. I think that's probably going to be a 3-point game if they do lose. I would take the under on this game. I don't know if it's a for sure, but honestly, Falcons, you got to keep rolling with the train.
6-0. Let's go.
Let's
7-0.
go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Next game. Down in Jerry World, Dallas, Texas. Get some barbecue, get a 6-shooter. Detroit Lions are taking on the Cowboys. Lions
man.
coming off a bye. 1-4 though. Cowboys are kind of hot actually. They lost against the Eagles. Dak Prescott might be back. Cowboys -7 at home. Over under 49.
Man.
Does Dak coming back change a lot of things for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's a franchise quarterback.
Cooper Rush proved
Copper
to
Rush.
Pyrite Rush.
Copper Rush. Copper Rush. Yeah, nobody was
Big
rushing
gold
to
rush.
the fucking California coast for copper. We're looking for gold, all right?
Right.
Leave that
So-
back in Pittsburgh. Copper Rush.
So it's a fact. Dak is back.
Dak is back.
Yeah,
yeah.
I say 70-30.
It's a fact. Dak is
80%
questionable.
70-30.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a fact that-
while watching the game last week, they did say that he should be back. He was already, thrown with the team and everything. So
Is he ready to be back? That's the question.
Well,
you know?
okay, tell me this. Who do you got in the game?
I have-
Assuming Dak Prescott is playing,
Yeah.
what's
this
your
is going to
pick?
throw a lot of you guys off, but I'm going with D-Town.
Lions.
I'm going with them
City.
D-boys. Yeah, I'm going with them D-boys.
Off
I like
a bye.
Lions. plus
I
7 too.
really like. I mean, you know how I like. Go ahead and tease it for sure.
Tease it.
But I'm willing to go ahead and take. Call me crazy if they put a big storyline around Dak being back.
Yeah.
Money line them Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a big money line.
Big money line.
Two-
It's a
70.
big money line. I just feel like they want to build that storyline between Dak and Rush, and it's a good storyline. Do they need Dak? Do they need Rush? Who needs to start? And everybody gonna bet on Cowboys. There's gonna
Yeah.
be money on the Cowboys.
Always.
So
Yeah, +7. I gotta go with the Lions with that. They giving me a touchdown, so let me take the points.
The Lions defense hasn't been great.
They've been absolutely garbage.
Yeah. So, that +7 is kind of scary. I like that +7, but I also kind of like the under in a weird way. I
Oh,
think
yes.
Cowboys are a great under team. They're a great defense.
5-1 unders, Cowboys game.
Yeah.
that's a good under because
So-
if Dak come back, he got to get into a rhythm, and then Copper Rush ain't doing nothing. Bro.
Yeah.
So.
I'm on the under as well. That's actually a Ciabatta pick. We'll get to that
Ooh.
later on. This one I'm not going to put my money on, but just because it's 7 points and they're coming off a bye, if I would bet
Yeah.
money, it's on the Lions. I don't
They
love
gonna
it.
be ready.
So yeah,
ready.
but the under is definitely one. I mean, Dallas is leading the league in sacks. Detroit gives up the most sacks, so that is just screaming an under to me. And I think the Cowboys will control the game and kind of slow it down with the run game. I think it will be one of the first games to end. Honestly, the Lions games typically take forever, but I think the Cowboys will put them out of their misery.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the AFC South divisional rivalry here. Colts at Titans. Both teams 3-2. The division is close. A lot of divisions are close right now. kind of deciding who's who in each conference. Tennessee's at home, favored by 2.5, over under 42. For me, AFC South divisional rivals, I always like to go unders here. And I am going to go under here because the numbers also tell me to go under here.
Yeah.
5-1 unders for the Indianapolis Colts. They can't score that much. 4-1 unders in the Tennessee Titans. And then here I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts. I'll tell you why. They number 5 in the league in pass yards, and the Titans allow the most pass yards a game. I think this was probably an easy pick right here. Call me crazy. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I'm on the Colts with you on that. It's a big divisional game. Colts really need this game. Plus, they already lost to the Titans. They lost to the Jaguars and beat them last week. So I think the revenge tour continues here.
I like that.
So let's go with the Colts to upset the Titans.
It's funny because I actually had the Titans as one of my Ciabatta picks this week, minus 2.5. And I got scared off of it, just looking at a lot of numbers and stuff. And then I started looking at, maybe the under on this game. And the under looks good because I think a lot of people are going to overreact to what the Colts did last week, put up 30-something points, 32 points. All this talk about is maybe one of
so what do you
the
want?
Titans again.
Okay, look,
I wouldn't make it my Ciabatta pick though because I have 4 picks and I really had to whittle it down. So I like Titans though. If I have to pick, I'm taking Titans. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's a slight guarantee off.
I'm on Matty Ice to do something. He got to do something. He got to bring it. If he doesn't, I know I said it before that the season's over, but the season would be in the coffin if he doesn't do something right now, bro. He has to. And I like the under as well.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be back and forth game. 2 shit show teams. It
Yeah,
is what
right?
It is. Yeah.
Punt
It
fest.
feels like
Punt
it.
fest.
Yeah.
And just a point of clarification, they didn't lose to the Jags. They tied to the Jags. Remember that week 1 where they missed
No,
the
that was
kick?
against Houston.
Oh, you're right.
They
You're
got
absolutely
smacked by
right.
the Jags, 24-zip. Remember?
Oh, down.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on, Packers Commanders. Packers coming off an ugly loss to the Jets. Killed a lot of parlays, killed a lot of teasers. Jets, Jets. Commanders at home after beating the Chicago Bears. Packers minus 5 on the road, over under 41.5. Anyone feel strongly?
Take the Commanders, the Commandos. Take your pants off, baby. Take that +5. Take the points. Go ahead and tease it. You already knew what I was gonna say.
Yep.
I don't know what it is with Rodgers, but he just needs some help. But I mean, what's different? I mean, it's been like that for 8 seasons. So take the Commanders, tease it if you want to. At home underdog, and that under. I don't know. I'm probably gonna back off the over/under.
I think it's going to go over. I mean,
think it's
it's probably going to be like a 20. I think it's going to easily be like a 2, 3, 4 point game. I think that spread's a little fickle. Getting the points is nice. They're 1-1. The Packers are at home, but it's away. Yeah, I guess that does change things. I was on the Packers originally. I think I'm still going to go with the Packers.
I'm agreeing with you here. I just think that, the Commanders are not that good. They just barely beat Chicago and damn near lost if the receiver held on to the ball Thursday night. They're not a good team. The Packers need to get right. They got 2 wake-up calls by both New York teams. I think Aaron Rodgers comes out to play. Both these teams suck. They're scoring less than 18 a game.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the model show you to take the under, but it is a low number, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't put up points. Taylor Heineke's in there, but that's another one pass defense.
Who knows how he's going to do?
I just not going to put my money on the Commanders. I'm going Packers.
Putting underwear on? You're not going commando this week?
No commando.
Putting 2 pairs on.
I'm not gonna say nothing right now, but I just noticed the trend. I'll say it later. But continue.
YBK, what do you?
Oh, in that game, like you said, they both have similar numbers. They both average, I believe, 17 points and give up 20. So I got to take the +5 with the Commanders at home. I see a field goal type of game.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a smart bet, but I'm going with Aaron Rodgers to turn it around.
Yeah.
Next game, we got Buccaneers at the awful 1-5 Panthers. Buccaneers actually came off a surprising loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Now they're on the road in Carolina, NFC South game. Big line here because Carolina's awful. Tampa Bay's get 11, over under 40.5. Does the Bucks finally look like the Bucks, or is Carolina 1-5 against the spread gonna actually cover this?
Are they gonna trade McCaffrey or what? Because he has to go next, right?
They waiting.
Fire sale. They gotta get.
They already got rid of
Yeah.
Roby. They got rid of Roby already, so that was a good move, smart move, Panthers.
I gotta take Tampa Bay in this one. Tom is over there. He's divorced now. He's single, looking for a new lady.
Strippers, it's
Yeah,
popping.
I think he has to show out.
That might be why the team sucks this year. They're not good this year.
I mean, but going against a hurt
The Panthers, though?
They went against the hurt Steelers and got
the Panthers don't even have a quarterback right now.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know. What are fourth string? Was it Jacob Easton?
Yeah.
PJ Walker got hurt last week, so
Yeah, that wasn't.
I can't take the Panthers.
No, I'm with you here. I cannot take the Panthers, so we're gonna put imaginary money on the Buccaneers, and also the over/under is awful because it's so low.
Under. Something just tells me under.
I'm still on the under. Tampa Bay is 5-1 unders. Carolina can't score.
Yep.
Tampa Bay gets the third most sacks. Carolina gives up the sixth most. Bucks gonna roll them. Take the under though.
I like under. You can call me crazy. You could put another cuckoo clock above my head, but I'm gonna take the Panthers plus 11.
A lot of points.
All right, you tripping now, bro.
It's a lot of points, and
now you taking the points,
if we
though, right?
all
Not the money line.
don't remember correctly, LA was down to the Panthers at halftime. They were down 10-7.
But they still covered.
To the
They covered
trash
that, though.
team.
They covered that though.
I'm taking the 11.
Long as you ain't money lining it.
I know. I'll tease it.
Tease it.
Tease it to
Plus
17.
17? I'll take
that's
that.
nice.
I'll remind you that the points that the Panthers scored to get their only touchdown of the game was Matthew Stafford, and he
Pick
gives the
six.
gifts away every game.
That's
so that
fair.
their offense only scored 3 points.
Just so you know,
that's right.
I'm teasing the Buccaneers down. I'm teasing the Buccaneers down. So,
Okay.
just so you know.
Moving on to the next game, 5-1, probably surprise of the year. New York Giants going down to Jacksonville, taking on 2-4 Jags. Jags at home, 3-point favorites, over under 42. I'm gonna tell you right now, that line looks suspicious. Dylon, what do you think?
Why does it look suspicious to you?
5-1 New York Giants.
Oh yeah,
Are
absolutely.
getting points.
Let me tell you, the Giants are
getting
4-1,
Something,
4-0 as outright underdogs. They're the first team since 2004 to be 5-1 and be an underdog in a game, versus sub 500 teams. I'm taking the Giants, and can I get a guarantee it, because this is my Ciabatta pick right
I
here.
like that.
I'm going, I guess, head to head with you. I got the Jags. I'm on the other side. Daddy Vegas wants you to take the Giants.
It's
You
an
know,
old-fashioned
come on.
duke 'em out.
They're underdogs 2 weeks in a row getting points. They're gonna win 2 weeks in a row getting points. I don't see it. I think this is a get right game for the Jags. You know, I was on the Jags before the season. This is it. They're 3 straight losses, so they gotta get this
like
done.
you said, you know, Daddy Vegas does want you to bet the Giants here. Their Giants are 5-1 against the spread. The models tell me to take the Giants. My brain tells me to take the Jags. I'm gonna take the Jags. Not confident on it, but I probably will sprinkle some real dollars on there just to have fun and fuck with this guy. Over under 42. I'm on the under. Giants unders are 5-1. Both teams are top 10 in terms of points allowed, so low scoring games. Giants really don't have much of an offense. I'm really surprised they're 5-1.
For this one, undergang. Not riding today. We're going over on 42. This is going to be an over game for sure. This is going to be a nice slugfest of sorts. Especially, it's going to be an interesting one if Saquon plays or not, because he's questionable as of this podcast, as of this airing. So, I think it's going to be a nice fat over game.
Nice.
Dre, what you think?
You guys are scaring me right now. I wanted to, and I'm gonna be real. I wrote down the Giants, and my heart is. I'm torn. My heart is telling me the Giants, but my mind right now is telling me the Jags.
My mind's
Just
telling me no.
look, only because of the spread. Now, I mean, like I said, I wasn't gonna say it, but if you look at a lot of these other games we picked a lot of underdogs, and as you know, underdogs killed last week. So I think that the trend could continue, but a part of me is telling me Vegas is gonna try to do something slick.
Underdog.
Look, he said go underdog. I think the Giants. I'm going with the Giants. I think we're going with the Giants.
5-1 team. Get
Yeah, I
in
know,
there.
right?
Take the points. You might want to sprinkle it. I'm gonna say go
Jaguars
ahead, money
and
My
line.
models told me Giants. My dumbass gambling brain tells me Jags. That's why. Blue ball. All right, moving on. AFC North. Browns at Ravens. Ravens -6.5 at home, over under 45.5. I'm gonna tell you like this, like I tell you every time AFC North opponents play, you hammer the under. The models will tell you to bet the over though. Cleveland's 5-1 are overs.
Right.
Cleveland scores the second most points a game. You would think it's gonna be an over game. Lamar Jackson, he scores points, but no. AFC North always under. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the Browns with the points here, just because I think divisional game. It's gonna be within a one score.
I agree with that. Divisional rival game. Browns was looking ahead last week. They got slacked by the Pats, so I think this was a look ahead spot for them. I'll take the points too with you.
I was looking at some stuff, and it was, the Browns have a great rushing offense.
Number one.
Yeah, and the Ravens have a really good rush defense. So if the Ravens can bottle up the Browns, that's going to leave a tough day for Brissett. I'm still taking the Browns. I think that the Ravens are probably going to win, but they're not going to win by 7. Yeah, I like Browns.
Dre, what you think?
I'm not really too sure who can cover. I think that the Ravens for sure are going to win. Mm-hmm. I think that the Browns lose and continue to struggle until Deshaun gets back, and then get probably 1 or 2 games in to build some chemistry. But I'm gonna go ahead and take Baltimore to cover that 6 in the hook. I think if I had to pick one.
They're finally going to close one out. I think it's funny that these teams, the Ravens are a team that always blows leads,
right?
And the Browns are always a team that gives up
leads.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I think it's a mirror image of each other. But the Ravens are the better team, and they're going to be the ones that take care of business here.
Are you on the under?
Yeah, I guess so. You know what they say? They say good teams win games, great teams
Cover
spread. Browns, baby.
Okay. Skid marks covered. Mighty Skids. Let's get it.
Next game, New York Jets, maybe another surprise team. Those 2 teams out of New York have been very surprising. The Jets taking on the Broncos. Broncos home favorites by 1 point. Over-under is a nasty 38.
It's funny because I'm still taking the under on 38. Like, I'm still going to hammer that under, honestly. I think Russell Wilson is not going to show up. He did pretty well against the Chargers. I'm taking the Jets. The Jets are 3-0 against the spread, and they're underdogs in every game. So
I'm going with future baby mama husband. That's on my notes.
Let's get
Russell Wilson, he's got to show up. Mile High, tough place to play. Then I know the Jets been doing their thing, but I don't expect it to last.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with you. I don't think it's going to last. I'm on the Broncos. The models, again, tell you take the under. Denver unders are 5-1. I am going to take the over just because I think both quarterbacks are actually going to try to sling it this coming Sunday. I think Zach Wilson will probably get a couple. The other Ohio State receiver rookie looks good. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson needs to get it on track. I like the over in the Broncos.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a time to press that guarantee pick.
Ooh.
This is my guarantee. Press it one more time. Just one more time. All right. Felt good. All right. I just want to say that's my Ciabatta pick right there, the Broncos. All right. Russell Wilson only needs, I think, 1 or 2 touchdowns to get over that 300 touchdown mark for his career. He already had like 2-3 shitty games, bro. He's a walking meme right now. He's like the laughing stock of the world right now, bro.
That is very true.
He's trending top 10 probably all over social
Broncos
media.
country, let's cry.
Let's ride, baby.
Let's cry. Go ahead and put that meme right there, that Jordan cry meme right there. At the end of the day, I think the best pick we can go ahead and go with is the Broncos. I don't know about the under, but I will go ahead and say Russell Wilson comes out and has a big game. He's going to put up some points. You're going to have some good defense. Jets has a good defense. Broncos play defense. And that's it right there, man. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, Texans at Raiders. Both these teams are coming off byes. Both these teams only have 1 win. One of these teams actually scores points. That's the Raiders. The other team is the Houston Texans. Raiders are getting a lot of points, though, at home. 7-0. Over-unders 45.5. YVK, talk to me. I know you're a big One-Eye Willie.
One-Eye Willie. I mean, Raiders coming off of a bye. They've been having a terrible season, so they gotta smack the Texans. The only way I could look here is Raiders -7, over and under. Probably lean over, just because the Raiders just love to give up points for no reason.
Yes.
You know I know this team.
Yes, you do. And I'm on the over with you, and that is one of my Ciabattas.
Nice.
They love to get up points for no reason. They
Okay.
can score them with the best, but they give a couple
Right.
gimmies.
Hey, -7 is dangerous.
Walk on in the end zone.
Right, go ahead. Yep, so that's what I see.
I really like the Raiders, but I think that the Texans are going to push them.
How dare you?
It's going to be like a 20-24 game, and Raiders are not going to cover that 7-point spread, and Daddy Vegas is about to cash in on everybody.
I can
so
see.
I'm
I
going
can see.
Texans
I can
plus
see.
7.
You not teasing it. You taking the +7. Just
I would
+7.
tease it too. Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Just
yeah,
a naked 7.
I'm
That's
gonna-
it.
Naked 7.
Damn, bro.
Make a bootleg for that 7.
I'm with Dylon on the Texans. It's just a lot of points. They're coming
It
off
is.
a bye. Maybe they'll put up something. Maybe Brandon Cooks gets a kind of backdoor cover. So
Yeah.
don't love the Texans there, but absolutely love the over there.
Okay.
All right, next game: Seahawks Chargers. Chargers at home -6. Over unders 51. Dylon, the resident Chargers fan, give us your thoughts.
It's feels really hard to say. I was gonna take the Seahawks as a Ciabatta pick, and I backed off it because I had too many good Ciabatta picks this week. +6 is pretty nice. It's gonna be right there. It's gonna be a squeaker for the Chargers. I feel like to cover that spread. I do like the Chargers though this week
Yeah, I agree with that.
at SoFi.
Chargers, Geno's been on fire, so this might be a close game.
Yeah.
But in the end, I see the Chargers getting a late touchdown to cover that -6. And definitely got to take the over.
Yeah.
It feels like it, but I would probably take the under, honestly, on some weird shit. I mean, it's one of those games where you think it's going to be a 30-30 game. It's going to be a couple points short of that.
I think with the way Geno has been playing, the way that Herbert has been playing, they're both slinging it. Seahawks score the 8th most points in the league. The line's 51 for a reason, but I still am going to go over there. I like the Seahawks. Do I love them? No, but just the way that they've been playing, they've shown a lot of fight. They can pass the ball well. And now with the Kenneth Walker III or whatever from Michigan State, he's running the ball in Rashard Penny's absence, but he's running it well.
Yeah.
Seahawks are a good team. Chargers still missing Joey Bosa. I think that's a big difference for that team. If they had Bosa, I'd hammer the under. But they only had the single side Khalil Mack pass rush. I'm on the Seahawks and the over.
Geno for MVP, baby.
Geno.
Little Gino. Like an Italian black dude. All right, Kansas City at San Francisco. Chiefs -2.5. Over under 48. Dre, talk to me. What are we sprinkling?
Man, we sprinkling a whole lot of money on the 49ers.
40 Winers.
And for some reason, I don't know, by the time y'all see this, y'all gonna see that spread dropped a whole lot. It started out at, I think it was 5 or 4 and a hook.
Nah, it was 3.
3? Well, that's at 2 and a hook now. And I like them late night underdogs, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Niners, man. They gonna pull it out. Mahomes gonna start running around in the pocket in circles. Y'all seen what the hell he was doing. I don't know what that was about. Go ahead, take the Niners.
I'm sprinkling a little weed on the 49ers up in San Francisco because I think that they're starting to slow down. They're not what everyone thinks they are, which is why
I think they are what everyone thinks they are.
They are what they thought they were.
Their defensive line is just completely injured. Last week they had none of their day one starters, and that includes Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead. So they're missing their key guys up front, Javon Kinlaw, I believe. So without those players, give me Kansas City. They just need to win by a field goal. Obviously, the 49ers are a good team, but without that pass rush, and I think they're also missing Jason Verrett, their top corner. Patrick Mahomes getting, less than a field goal. Give me the Chiefs. And again, this should be an under game, but because of the defensive line injury issues, I think the Chiefs are going to light it up. The Chiefs defense, surprisingly, like they stopped the run pretty well, but I gave a deep dive, and that's really just skewed from that Sunday night game when they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, went up on that lead, and then Tampa Bay stopped running the ball. They only ran the ball for 3 yards that game, which is insane. So that's why their numbers inflated. They're gonna get ran on by the 49ers. Vegas running back, Josh Jacobs. Ran all over them.
LP.
Ran all over them.
Yeah.
The 49ers will run the ball on the Chiefs.
Debo is going to get the ball out,
Exactly, but at the end of the day, I'm going with Chiefs and give me the over.
Yeah, I gotta honestly, when I seen this line at 3, it smelled fishy. So whenever I smell something fishy, I go with Vegas, and that's to take the Niners at home. Definitely, I will tease the shit out of this one. I loved it at 3, but 2 and a hook. Now it's like, still probably would tease it. So I'll lean Niners at home. They're 2-0 at home, haven't lost in their home stadium. So let's go Niners.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's probably going to be an under game. It's really hard to bet against Magic Mahomes, because he's out here just doing the most amazing things game in and game out. I'm taking the Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs in the under.
Yeah, I don't see him dropping 2 in a row. The Chiefs are still a good team without Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Still Patrick Mahomes, still Andy Reid. All right, Sunday night football, Pittsburgh Steelers at Miami Dolphins.
Oh, forgot to say, Chiefs. That's a guaranteer right there. Sorry.
Okay,
We'll
we'll get to it.
we'll get to it.
That's a
none of
Ciabatta
my
pick.
Thanks for
Ciabatta.
interrupting.
So that's a guarantee?
That's
That's
a
my
guarantee.
money line pick.
Is it?
Is that like a duel or something?
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Okay, here we go.
Shotguns of beer.
Yeah, loser takes a shot next week for sure.
A shot, damn. Okay.
I know, a little absinthe.
I like that. I
Betting
like
some
that.
absinthe.
Is that a bet, bro?
Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
a bet.
Damn.
Lock it in.
America.
Lock it in.
You only get that here. Supposed to get interrupted for a shotgun beer bet.
Why do I
Sunday
feel-
night football.
Only for the good stuff.
Pittsburgh Steelers at Miami Dolphins. These two teams kind of have like a little bit of a rivalry going on sneakily. They've played each other a lot in the last couple years, being outside of the division. Miami Dolphins are -7 at home. I think the line is the line because of Tua Tagovailoa. Over under 45. Who likes the Dolphins now that Tua is back?
I like the fish fins.
Ah, we got someone. Okay.
I mean, ever since he left, they haven't been doing good. So
Exactly.
maybe it has been.
I am on the Japanese dolphin fishermen. they got me. They hooked me.
They hooked you in.
I'm getting hauled off to SeaWorld. I'm a big dolphin this week. I'm not scared of that number.
Right.
The Steelers surprised everybody. But if you tuned in last week, I said, doesn't Mike Tomlin get their ass kicked
Yeah,
twice
you're right. He
in a row?
doesn't.
Okay, they took care of it, so they only got their asses once by the Bills. Took care of business against the Bucks. Here comes their other ass whooping Sunday night.
Let's get it.
I love the Dolphins here. Over 45.
You like the total?
Let me see what I wrote down. We love the over here.
Yes.
Because Byron Jones is still not back for the Dolphins. The big strength for the Steelers is their wide receiver core. And then obviously on the other side, Mike McDaniel, offensive guy, Tua's coming back. They got weapons. Tyreek Hill leads the league in
I like
yards.
that over
Enough
too.
said.
Because isn't J.J. Watt still
I'm walking
out?
off.
Say no. Go say.
Isn't J.J. Watt out? Or not J.J.
TJ
Watt.
is still
Sorry.
out. He's still out.
He's still out. What
That was
about
a big loss for them.
Fitzpatrick too? And so Mika,
Yeah,
so-
so the Steelers secondary was extremely depleted. They
No.
gutted out that
I'm
win
waiting to
last
see
year.
what you gonna say. I want
yeah.
to see what you gonna say.
I might be high as hell. I don't know what the hell I'm smoking.
It's on fire, y'all.
But the Steelers plus 280 is my money line.
Damn!
Let's go.
Hold on. Before
260 plus 260.
You saying the money line? I was gonna say the points, but that's
Pick
even
of the
juicier, too,
week.
though.
Yeah, you did.
Money
hit the
line,
weed
pick of
too
the week.
hard.
I'm
Yeah.
heavy
He
hitting.
might have hit
I
the
might
weed
be
too
on
hard.
You hit the
Stone.
weed way
That's some
too
cooking.
hard.
It's gonna.
Oh man.
We're tracking units for these money line pick of the week, so we're swinging for the fences on good ones.
Cheech
I
and
hope-
Chong up
hey.
and
I like Steelers plus 7 too. I think if the Dolphins win, they're not going to win by 7. Steelers are showing us their football team. I like the spread. I would even tease it.
Yeah.
I'd tease it like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I will
my
go
God.
ahead and
You want to tease it like
Yeah.
that?
They tease it like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the under. Tua gonna come back. He got to get back into a rhythm with his team. He ain't finna just come back be firing all cylinders because he ain't played against another defense. You know what I'm saying? Besides the defense that he had with his own team. So I say the plus 7 for the Steelers and that under is looking real good. A late night snoozer. Y'all get ready for that Monday night game.
All right,
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, Bears at Packers. This is probably going to be a boring game. Another prime time stinker. Over/under is 39.5 for a reason. New England favored by 7.5.
Ooh,
I
that's
hate
a
to
lot.
say it. I hate to say it. Justin Fields and the Bears. I'm on them.
You're on them, really?
I'm on Justin Fields and the
As a
Bears.
Ciabatta pick?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Well, I guess I'll make it my
No.
Ciabatta pick then,
No.
because I got Patriots minus 7.5. I'm rolling with them. I think the Bears, let's go, baby. I think the Bears are still
awful.
not showing up. Yeah, exactly. The Patriots put an ass whooping on the Browns last week. I'm rolling with the Patriots. As much as it hates me, I hate to say it because I have a neighbor across the street from me who's the most diehard Patriots fan and just rubs it in your face like Boston people
Boston
do.
asshole.
He's a Boston.
They go to Ohio.
And, I don't root for the Patriots often. I'm rooting for them this week.
Over, under?
I'm taking the under. Absolutely, You're hammering the under.
The under is where the money will be going to.
I'm going to take the Bears. That hook is there for a reason. That 7 in the hook. You see that?
You taking the points or that money line?
I'm taking the Bears points and that under.
Okay.
The low total is telling you it's
That
going to be
low
a
total is
close,
telling you
it's
it's
going to
gonna
be a
be
close
Exactly.
game.
And when it's low, there's not a lot of points to. There's not a lot of wiggle room there.
No wiggle
that
room.
hook is a lot.
It's going to be 21-0 and shit.
Yep.
The Bears
that's
don't do
facts
shit.
right
It might
there.
be like you said, 21-0,
Nah, no way.
3-28.
Watch this
Standalone
next
game.
week.
Standalone game. Monday night. You know it's always weird. Cold weather. It's getting cold out
Yeah,
there.
it is
in
cold.
New
It says it's
England.
gonna be
East
cold.
Coast cold.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
under
it's
running the
65.
ball.
It's
I
that
see
time of the season. It's hoodie season, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but like I said, hold on. It's hoodie season. Sweatshirt, Belichick. I'm telling you.
It's hook season.
I said it's hook season.
season.
That
Justin
hook.
Fields. Let's
Motherfucking
ride.
hook. All right.
All right, we're about to give you our Ciabatta picks, so stay tuned for that. Good evening. Weekly Ciabatta pool table picks. This week is actually sponsored to you by the Monday night football game between the Chicago Bears, New England Patriots. Devon and I are on the Bears.
Yes.
These gentlemen are on the Patriots. Playing this game, we're going to give you some Ciabatta picks and play this game. Hopefully I'm going to win. Trey, who you on in Ciabatta?
Oh, Ciabatta picks of the week. My first pick of the week, I got the Saints. Seafood, who that? And then I'm going with One-Eye Willie Raiders. I'm expecting them to come out on fire and do their thing. They playing against the terrible ass Texans. They tanking. And I'm going with Denver, man. Going with Denver. Look, he putting in work on y'all.
Country.
Going with them Denver boys, them D boys, they gonna put in work too.
Dylon.
Well,
Ciabatta.
they seem like such good opponents to have, even though we're going to have to beat them in pool, and then the Patriots are going to have to win too. So, I have the Giants this week. I have the Chiefs. They're going to put up what people are not expecting. And I'm going with the Patriots, because they're the Patriots.
Belichick. All right, for my Ciabatta picks, I'm going with Russell America Wilson to get back on track here against the Jets. 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 I'm also going with the Colts plus 2 in the hook. Big divisional game out in Tennessee. And lastly, we're going to go with the Jags minus 3. I know you guys are surprised.
I like that.
Jags are at home.
Sink
so
this shot for us after those wonderful Ciabatta picks.
Lovely.
My Ciabattas of the week are all over-unders for you. We're going to give you a Thursday night special, 44.5 over-under Saints and Cardinals. I think the over is going to hit there. Then we're going to do Dallas Cowboys hosting the Detroit Lions. We're going to do the under at 49 in that one. Big line. Detroit's not that good. Dallas's defense is that good. And then lastly, we're going to go Sunday night football. Dolphins Steelers. We're gonna go over in that game as well.
Nice.
I like Tua coming back from his well rest, the concussion. He doesn't know his name, but he still knows how to throw football.
Moneyline pick of the week. That's a guarantee off because moneyline pick of the week for me is the Steelers. So it's gonna be a big one.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
and I
big.
said over, so money line pick of the week.
Moneyline pick of the week. You guys you got your moneyline pick of the weekend?
Money line, I'm gonna have to think about that one.
So tune in next week where y'all gonna see him drink that green fucking juice. All right.
Going 0-3 on that bull. Look.
Oh, some college gold real quick. We got Miami
Yeah.
minus 9 on
Miami.
Duke. Take the first half too. Like I said last week with
Yeah.
Oklahoma, first halves always save you. So
Always.
let's get that.
Always.
Personally, I got to keep going until the wheels fall off with my UCLA Bruins, and they're gonna hit +6 this week. Also at +190. So these are they're way underdogs. Number 9 versus
How'd you
number
do
10
on that
Oregon.
Utah? What did Utah USC do?
SC lost by 1 point.
Yeah,
But
they
they
went
covered.
for 2 at the
They didn't
end.
cover the spread.
But I told y'all.
No, it was a 3-point.
They ain't gonna
Yeah,
beat
they
them
both
both.
right.
Your shots.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah.
SC still got the money.
Look. Man, look, what the hell was that? Man, y'all tune in. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and leave some of y'all Ciabatta picks in the comments. Tune in. That's crazy. Tune in for some more free picks. Check out our boxing picks. As you can see, we won with that Clarissa Shields last week. We went heavy on it. We did good.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, we kicked it. YVK. Look. YVK went in. Look, hey, YVK is the opposite of.
Yeah, he can't play
hammer. So
Hammer them picks though.
hey, hammer her picks.
Yep.
All right, he got the Miami. What we got? Miami.
I gotta look through my notes, but Miami should be the lock.
I
So
love
take
that
them.
Miami. I ain't gonna cap. Just like we gave y'all that Oklahoma. Well, YVK gave you that Oklahoma. What else did we give him?
I think that was it last week. We just gave him.
And he did hit that Bama coulda lost that game, man. I seen what happened.
Better.
So, yeah, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, tune in. Next week, same time, Ciabatta.
All about that bread.
Ciabatta.
Yeah.